Welcome to the Designated Drinkers Podcast. Sit back and enjoy the ride.
This is a whole lot of fucking equipment to be fitting in a fucking broad's puss.
Rocky shit, or you look like you're about to be in Home Alone. Like,
were you purposely moving your eyes like that? What do you mean?
No, his eyes do that.
Are you
okay?
Have you never known this already?
I've not known that.
It's like it is staggering to me the people that never notice it.
Yeah, it's
like,
funny.
And it's like, I mean, we've only been hanging out for like a couple months. You know what I mean? Like,
but I just never noticed it.
Well, yeah, I've had people like that have known me for fucking years that are like, "What's wrong with your eyes, man?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like,
the fuck's wrong with
the
you?
fucking things they do like this. I'm like,
Are you supposed to wear glasses or anything?
I can't. Well, I can, but they don't help.
I might have to get glasses.
Again?
It's part of getting older.
Yeah. Well, they think that I have astigmatism, so
Stigmatisms are common.
Yeah, they said that I probably wouldn't have to wear them all the time, but I'll probably have to wear them.
Well, so
Probably at like either driving or at night or something.
no,
like
driving I wouldn't. I think he said something about like reading and watching TV and stuff.
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
So all they're gonna do is the stigmatism. They're gonna put a prism in, right, and it's gonna corner your eyes into one way to look, and it basically puts it in a prism, so it takes that refractive error out.
Well, see, I used to wear glasses when I was younger,
Yeah.
and then they just told me that I didn't need them anymore. So
Yeah.
I kind of figured eventually one day I would have to get them again.
Well, see, I have astigmatism and I have nystagmus. So what that means is there is no way to get my eyes to do that because they constantly move. That's why I'm not a very good shot. Like, I can hit you from 5 and 10. Once you get past 15, you're gone because I have no center of vision. So I think that I'm shooting this, but it's actually here.
Don't worry, guys.
So
Exactly.
per se,
So I need like a shotgun.
Is it always going to go towards a certain direction, or does it just flap back and forth?
It just goes back and forth.
Okay.
It never goes up and down, always just back and forth. There's
So I
some
was just
people that go
thinking
up and down.
you could just. Okay, never mind.
Does it ever fuck you up, like while you're driving or anything?
No. But like, all right, say like back in the day, right? And you could still
When
have
Jesus
this
was
experience.
yay big?
But yeah, back in the day, remember like when you were like laying in bed and then the light from the VCR was on with the time. Mm-hmm. So it's all black, but there's that little blue light. If I would look at that, it would do this.
Oh shit!
The shaking.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
It
see.
would shake with it, and then like there's certain shades put together of orange and blue, because obviously in Jersey a lot of Mets fans around. The orange and blue would shake together.
We'll see. Like with me, what I have a problem with is like sometimes like on the DVR how it has the time on the front of it. Sometimes when I look at that, it'll be blurry, and then like I'll kind of squint, and it'll brighten back up again or whatever.
Are your glasses broken?
No, they're just how they're designed.
Oh, okay. Because I looked at them and I was like, "What the fuck?"
That's how I was the same way. I was like, I just had these for 2
like that.
Yeah, I just had
Yeah.
these for 2 days. Why the hell are they like that? And I was like,
that's
oh,
kinda
they're
weird.
designed like that.
Oh,
Yeah, the
interesting.
frame looks. It's got two frames essentially. on
Yeah,
it.
essentially, that's what it does.
Is it maybe so that if you like get smacked or
Oh,
something,
no,
it doesn't
it's-
crack them?
It's
I
so they
honestly-
bend a little bit, so they kind of like.
Oh, okay.
I
that
need
makes
new
sense.
glasses
Face.
because I hate them because they're still falling off my face.
my hand.
These
Wait.
are perfect. I do jujitsu and these fucking bitches don't fall off.
I just need if I do
I have to take them off, but
If
you
I
know.
do have to get glasses, I just have to get something heavy duty because I'm
I-
just such an
I-
asshole when it comes to stuff.
Dude, you should get like ballistic glasses.
yeah, just like
wear them around.
just like the
everywhere.
ones that like wrap around
Yeah.
your head completely.
Yeah, and like they're prescription, man.
You probably could buy them
I
for
fucking
a shitload of money.
what was his
Yeah.
name? Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
just fucking like, was it Carmelo Anthony or who? Somebody.
Anthony Hardaway.
Okay.
That had the glasses with
Yeah.
the thing around it when he played on the
Fucking
Magic.
just I'll just do that. I'll just wear those all the time. Look like I'll be like, hey, I play basketball. I know I'm kind of fat, but
Yeah, but you're tall too.
I got
so.
hoops. It's all right.
Shaq was tall and fat. He played basketball. It's fine.
Check was tall and fat. I think I want to say, hey guys, welcome to the podcast. This is Carlo.
Darren.
Tom?
Angelo.
And we are the Designated Drinkers. Thank you for joining us today. We like to start usually the podcast with a bit of banter before we introduce ourselves. I don't know why. It's just something we do. But anyways, we kind of have topics. We're going to talk about our bullshit that we've been through. And then we might talk about hypotheticals, maybe some movies. The usual, you know. It depends, though. But welcome. What were we talking about?
Right now about glasses?
How fucked up his eyes are.
Yeah. Yeah. So when I used to wear glasses when I was little, but back, I used to tell people, like my parents and the doctor all the time, like, these aren't helping me. They'd be like, no, it has to help. I'm like, no. Until there was like one optometrist or whatever that was like
Optometrician?
whatever he was. I don't know.
I don't know
Eye
what
doctor.
it's called.
We'll just call him eye doctor.
Yeah. This is an optometrist.
I don't fucking
So
know, dude.
We'll say
He'd
eye
be
doctor.
like,
just
all
said a
right,
name.
you know how like when they go, all right, tell me what's better, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They're flicking between the lenses, and I'd be like, that one, and he'd be like, so nothing's making this better because what you're saying is this is making it better, but the same like polar opposite is making it better.
I'm
as
sorry,
well.
as you're talking to me, your
Yeah.
eyes are just going back and
So,
forth. That's kind of
and-
fucking me up a little bit.
Now, interesting thing. Watch as I keep drinking.
Oh, I know, it stops. I've
It
seen it before.
slows down and then it just stops. So the
That's
funny
why he's
thing,
an alcoholic.
Yeah. The funny thing is that for people that are drunk, when you get drunk, because it fucks with your nervous system, your eyes will start to twitch. Where mine do the opposite.
Would
So
you say
that's-
that it gives you beer goggles?
No. I have those already. I was in the Navy.
Dude, so
In
Tom,
the Navy.
so Tom and I are at Lowe's, and we're about to pay, and I said, "Oh, dude, I wish Ed was with us because he gets a discount here." And Tom's like, "Why? Because he works at AT&T?" And I was like, "No, dude, he was."
He was in the military.
He
I
was
forgot
in-
he was in the
No,
military.
I was like, he served or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, that's right. I forgot he was in. What was he in the Navy?" And we both at the same time looked at each other and went, "In the Navy."
like in line. Just, but
We're like, we know some pretty funny Steves.
no, the thing that kind of fucked me up was like when I was little, my eyes were really bad. I think it was my left eye. I used to have a lazy eye. Mm-hmm. So like they were like,
Oh, you are pretty
Dude.
lazy now.
you have to wear this patch.
Yeah.
So like
It corrects it.
Tom,
yeah, it was so bad.
If you had that lazy eye to this day, I would probably look at you whenever you were talking to me. I'd be like, "Look at me when I'm talking to you."
Dude, I
So basically every Halloween Tom was a pirate.
dude, like literally, did I know you when I had that patch on my glasses?
3rd grade, I believe you met. You were in 3rd grade. I was in 2nd grade.
Maybe, yeah. I had a patch for like, I don't know. I think it was probably a year,
Yeah.
and it was so bad, especially because like you're in elementary school, and you know how fucking kids are, man. Like, dude, it was fucking bad.
Yeah,
But-
because that would have literally like.
I mean, it fixed it. At least I didn't end up like one of the guys I work with.
Yeah.
How does he? What? Oh,
Dude, his eyes are bad. Like
Would you say that if he cried, it would hit his ear?
no. Like he has one eye that's
Look
like,
at me when I'm talking to you.
He has one eye that's like almost all the way facing his nose.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's
Can
a
he
suit-
see normally? Can you have?
I
like,
think
some,
so.
like-
I mean, he's a machinist, so
I mean, yeah, the body will adapt, and
True.
to a certain extent.
I mean, he's a super nice guy. But sometimes, like the first time that I met him, I was like,
He's
the
gotta.
fuck?
God
When I-
damn it! I was gonna say he's gotta make up for it with some way. He's gotta be nice. Oh God, I feel bad.
When I was in the Navy, I always
In
wanted
the
a call
Navy.
sign. Like I wanted to be like a pilot or something like that, and I had to have a call sign, and it would have been Shifty because of my eyes. That would have been awesome.
I thought that was just because you're a shady character.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, you were just dressed like the guy from Home Alone for a minute, so
Yeah, when you came in,
all
I was
about
like, "Is
comfort,
somebody
bro.
robbing my house?"
Yeah.
it is. No, seriously, I'm starting to realize that now. Like, I was always about like, okay, this looks nice, and now I'm like, oh, these shoes feel like I'm walking on air.
Walking on air, walking on air.
And fucking, I don't even care. I just put them out. Like, I'm not even shitting those boat shoes that I just bought. Like, look, I'll be wearing basketball shorts and I'll step outside with this thing, with my douche flute,
Yeah.
and like I'll just slide them on. I'll have basketball shorts on, boat shoes, like, and I'm standing in the driveway looking like a retard, and I'm just like, I don't care. My feet are nice and comfortable.
Yeah. It comes a point in every man's life where you walk outside for a minute and you just stop and you look at yourself and you go, oh, fuck, I'm my dad.
Dude, that's exactly what I did, because the one day I go over to my dad's house after I bought these shoes. He's out in the driveway, fucking basketball shorts and boat shoes. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, what is happening? I'm only 25.
Yeah.
Like, this can't be right.
Well, Rodney Carrington had a joke about when you get old, it's all about comfort. You don't give a fuck what you look like. It's all about comfort. And he's like, my dad's like 68 years old. And I walked over to the house one day and he was mowing the lawn in the dress. And he's like, Dad, what are you wearing that dress for? He's like, it's comfy. Like, he's like, the man doesn't give a shit anymore. If it feels comfortable, he's gonna wear it. I was like, I've never worn a dress yet, but if it's comfy, I'm not gonna put it past it.
We've seen pictures. Let's be honest. All right, your wife shows them off every time she comes over.
You never met my wife.
That you know.
Well,
Well played. Well played.
but the funny thing is like I was telling Carlo earlier, I used to wear like boot cut and regular fit jeans all the time, and then I bought these relaxed fits, and I don't ever want to go back to anything else. Like, they're so I feel like I'm wearing sweatpants right now. It's amazing.
I get my jeans from Walmart.
That's where I got these Wrangler,
And yeah,
all day.
I love them.
I've always worn Wrangler. They're
I
great.
got a pair of shoes from Walmart because I went to a store and they were like, oh, it's gonna be like $80 for a pair of shoes, and I was like, the fuck it is. And then I was talking to Tom about something. I was like, you want to come with me? I'm gonna buy a pair of shoes. And we went, and I bought myself a $15 pair of shoes.
And then I bought an $18 pair of boat shoes.
Yeah.
With memory
It's
foam.
fucking perfect.
I'm telling you, like, dude, it's it's funny because you get like when I lived at the other house, and we had the two teenage girls that lived next to me, and they were like, we were friends with their parents, and they would be telling me about all the money that they spend on these girls for like stupid shit, like when the Beats headphones were popular, like a $240 pair of fucking headphones, and it does nothing more than fucking make you look cool. Right, granted they're good.
They're good headphones.
But
I have a pair, but
it ain't that fucking good.
I bought Beats after the fad.
Yeah,
After they bought out.
Yeah, when they were declining in price. I think I paid $60 for mine.
but once you
Just like-
get your own house, you have to pay for your own car, and you realize how quick your fucking paycheck dwindles.
I bought it.
You
I bought it
stopped-
before the house.
Yeah, but and that's what I'm saying. So like now you're looking at a fucking pair of Beats or a pair of fucking jeans that are $60. You're like, get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna go buy the $10.99 ones, and then I got fucking beer money for the week.
See,
Like,
I've always kind of been like an old man in that sense. Like
Frugal.
My jeans always Walmart. Like all these kids in high school were always going to like Abercrombie and shit. I'm
I've never
like,
been
guess
that
what?
person.
Wrangler, Walmart, $10. How about that?
I
And they
remember-
last
I
longer.
do have to say, I had a couple American Eagle ones. That's like the step up from Walmart, essentially. Like that's like
that's pricey shit.
I usually get them when it's like buy one get one,
Yeah.
like kind of thing. Buy one get one free or something like that. They're pretty nice. They lasted me a couple years. Then once I started wearing them to work, I got a hole right in the ass.
Yep.
Like that happened within the past week. 2 pairs
Dude,
this week.
The only shit that I remember when I was in I think it was like 7th grade, and we were going on a trip to Boston, and I begged my fucking father for a pair of Jordans, because back when Jordan was still playing, they were fucking legit as shit. I don't know what the craze is about him now. He's not even playing anymore.
They're
But
still nice shoes.
yeah. Well, either way. But I remember, and my dad's like,
They're pretty much.
these are like fucking $90 pair of sneakers, and he's like, all right.
And
Here's the
accounting
deal.
for inflation, you got to think $90.
Plus, those
pair
were
now.
like the basketball
That's
shoes.
$180
Back in
one.
1997, yeah.
Those
Yeah,
were
it's
like the
$100.
basketball shoes too, where those were the best at the time.
Yeah, and I didn't play basketball. Okay,
Obviously,
I was
yeah.
fucking 5 foot. All right. But it was just like one of those things. Now I look back and I'm just like, the fuck was I thinking?
By the way,
Like, why would I ever want that?
in your defense, you were playing with balls in high school. It just wasn't basketball.
Just like
That's right.
I can't tell you at my work. There's like 2 or 3 people who are into this. All this shoes. Kyrie's, LeBron's, and all of them and shit like that. I was like, they're dropping over $200 on a pair of shoes. Like, I'm just like, how the fuck are you dropping this much money on shoes? And they say they have like fucking closetfuls of these shoes.
I went to a
I'm
wedding.
just like, fuck that.
I went to a wedding last year, right? I was in the bridal party or whatever, and one of the other groomsmen, that was his fucking job. What he would do would buy shoes like Jordans or whatever the fuck they were, whatever like the newest LeBrons, and then he would wait for them to be sold out, and he would go on Amazon and sell them for instead of their regular $200,
double the price?
he'd sell them for fucking $550.
I mean,
And he was making a killing. I mean,
it's. I guess
granted, he was a glorified fucking Al Bundy, but still,
Did he score 4 touchdowns?
yeah, in full time. Yeah, but he's telling me this master plan he has, and I'm like,
I mean, it's smart.
yeah, but he was such a fucking
Douche.
a douche. Yeah, like, he was just fucking stump
Dude,
knuckle.
You know
Like,
what? The most that I've ever spent on a pair of shoes is, I think, and they weren't
Shoes
even
or boots?
Boots. The most I've ever spent on a pair of boots is like $150, and that's because I wear I need a good pair of boots because I wear them all day at work.
Yeah, work boots are different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather spend a lot of money to have them last longer than go to Walmart and have my feet be all fucked up.
Yeah, no, work boots are completely different. Like, I'll go buy a fucking
Wing.
$40 pair of boots to go, mow my lawn in. But that's for, yard work. That's,
that's yard work shoes.
quasi-voluntary type shit. I'm not mandated to be in that 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
I
Well, dude,
still have my flight deck boots from the Navy, and they're fucking phenomenal.
When I was doing the locating, dude, I bought a pair of Red Wings, and I'm so glad that I did because I was there for like 8 months I was almost there for a year. But I had that pair of boots, and I walked.
That picked all of that up, by the way. Just
You're
so
welcome.
You know.
I walked miles
Douche
upon
flute.
miles a day.
Yeah.
And like by the time that I left there were holes in the bottom to the point where like the rubber on the inside was falling apart, and you could take my boot and rattle it.
Yeah.
And like I was like, do I got a rock in there or something? So I like cut open the sole of it when I was about to throw them out. I had I couldn't even tell you how many rocks. I shouldn't. I'll put it to you this way. I
Those
shouldn't.
Red Wings?
Yeah.
You could take them and get them resold.
Not the ones that I bought.
Oh.
But I can tell you that there was enough rocks in there that I shouldn't have cut it open in the house.
Nice.
I was looking for rocks for a while. It was pretty bad.
All right. So what are the? I think that was the bullshit session.
Yeah, that was part of the bullshit session. Well, I mean, I talked to you guys. First, actually, I have a question for you guys because I sent this to you on our Facebook group, and this is a question that if you tell somebody, "Hey, I have a podcast," and they're like, "Oh, cool, you have a podcast. What's it about?" And you're like, "Oh shit, we kind of like to shoot the shit and just I don't know, do stuff, and then we drink beer." So I feel like we as a unified group should have a clear-cut answer as to, because I mean, I love making the podcast, but I don't know what it is we talk about, because it how to phrase it. I don't know what it is we talk about, but I don't know how to tell other people what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I figured you guys might be able to help me with that.
Well, what I've said is what I say is we bullshit, talk about everyday shit, and we drink and we make fun of each other.
So if you had an executive in front of you,
Okay.
And you're giving them a 6-second elevator pitch,
Okay.
and they're like, "What's your podcast about?" What
Okay.
would you say?
It's like what you hear on the radio, essentially. Well, like, you know how they bullshit around with each other and then they talk about everyday shit. Minus the drinking. But we had drinking in.
Okay, I like that.
I think for me, it's kind of like...
6-second, right? Nice. That's a good one. Go ahead.
So-
Not you. Go ahead.
So for me, what I tell people is, You know how when you get together with your buddies and you have a good time having a couple beers and busting each other's balls? That's our podcast. That's what we do. It's basically a comedy podcast. I mean, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I like that one too. What do you think?
So when you go to the bar.
Yeah.
And I was on like the same like line of thought as Tom. It's like my thing would be like, you and 4 of your buddies are out at the golf course or you're out at the bar. What do you guys talk about?
Most of our listeners aren't 40.
Well,
Actually,
anyway.
they might be.
So it's just like one of those things. Like, all right, what do you and your buddies talk about when there's no fucking women around, or it's just you guys fucking yucking it up?
For
That's
some
what we
reason,
talk
it's circle
about.
jerks. I don't know
Yeah.
why. I don't.
Exactly. So we bullshit. We talk about some current events, and we get fucking a little drunk and out of hand. It's a good time.
Did you ever notice that? Why is it that like when you get together with a big group of guys, somehow we always manage to talk about dicks or like sucking each other off?
I don't think I've ever. You've ever said that.
said anything
Like
about
circle
sucking.
jerks? Like come on.
By the
Carlo,
way,
I think we really
circle-
know Tom now.
Maybe it's just me and Tom that talk about sucking
Yeah,
each other
circle
off.
jerks.
Whatever.
only get brought up.
Thanks.
Circle jerks only get brought up when Joe's here.
No, it just got brought up again.
But
But by the way, I wanted to bring this up. So last night, we're on Xbox, and
Fag box.
Carlo goes to bed like a little bitch.
at
But-
2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that's kind of I went to bed at 2 something in the morning too.
So I'm still on, and Joe's on, and I'm talking to Joe for a minute, and Joe, I'm calling you out on this. I gotta say it. He's like, you know, I was thinking about something the other day. I'm like, oh god, here we fucking go. And he's like, I thought of a new sex position, and I'm like, oh fuck.
the man that okay.
I'm like, oh fuck. All right, what is it? And he's like, I want to call it squirreling. I'm like, okay.
I'm
what?
sorry. Can you spell that? Because that's the name of the episode.
I'm like,
Squirrel, ing. That's how you spell it.
I'm like, okay, what's the position? And he's like, well, have you ever thought about like, what do they call it when a guy shoves his dick in the vagina or asshole, and then they also shove their nutsack in there? I'm like, what? So he's going on.
What kind of pussy or ass are you fucking that can shove your balls in also? Like, Jesus Christ.
This is the best part. He's like, yeah, and I want to call it squirreling because you know they store nuts for the winter. And I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, Joe, this is like immediately after you got off of the Xbox.
God, why?
So,
That is lame as fuck, dude.
so then he looks up the term on Google.
Yeah.
Urban Dictionary?
And it's like bean bogging or bean bonging or something. And we completely stopped playing video games and we're just on the headset and we're looking up all these sex positions. And he's like, I can't believe it already has a name. I'm kind of sad now.
Yeah, but even if it has a name, I think squirreling is fucking much better. So, but here's my question: as from like a
It was out of nowhere though. I'm like, what the fuck?
from a I don't know, like a tutorial type thing. Like, do you put your dick in first and then try and stuff the nuts?
It's
or
gotta
do you
be
nuts first.
You can't go nuts first.
You have to go nuts first.
You can't.
No. I just looked it up last night.
So wait,
I'm gonna
no.
look it up and read it to you.
You can't go nuts first, because then how are you going to fucking swing your hard-ass dick right into... Unless you don't go balls, pussy, and dick, vagina. I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Dick
thinking.
ass.
You're putting your balls in the puss, and then you're getting your fucking...
Unless she's just that good, and
then you're getting your
she's that
dick in her
loose.
ass. Because how are you going to
No,
get
it's in
your
the same
dick
hole.
in her... Wait,
It's in the same hole.
so you're fucking with the wrong bitches.
Yeah.
Okay. If
You
you
probably can put a whole watermelon in and, pull it out just fine with no
no,
runs.
you like deep here, like solo style.
But I was like,
You're
first
pretty
off,
much just fucking air at that point.
I just
it
kept-
ain't even sex.
I
You don't
just
even mark
kept
that as a
asking
point.
Joe, I'm like, what the fuck kind of shit are you watching where you're asking these questions? So this is what it means, okay? Bean bunging. For a gentleman to insert his testicles into his lover's vagina or anus. Technique. First, always ensure that the vagina or anus in question has been suitably warmed up. Or at least very politely warned. Next, apply lubricant to the penis and testicles, and if necessary, the relevant entry point. Slowly insert the penis, pausing about 2 inches before the normal point of insertion. So, Carlo, this is out of the question for you, because at that point, your dick would be completely in.
You motherfucker! Okay.
Now,
Damn.
take the
You need some ice for that
lubricated...
burn?
Right.
Now take the lubricated testicles in one hand, squeeze them together, and upward
That might
against
make
the
me lose it.
against the shaft of the penis as firmly as you can without causing too much discomfort.
Too much. Wait, hold up. Keyword: too much
much.
discomfort.
And with a controlled shunt,
Shunt? Jesus.
push your testicles in along with the penis. Once forcefully inserted, you will need to use your body weight or a firm, gentle pressure to keep everything in place. Normal penetration strokes will displace the testicles, so simply grind and pulsate inside your partner. Yeah.
The fuck kind of one?
So basically, you take your fucking dick, you stick it a little bit in, you throw your balls in, and then you do the Batusi so that you don't fucking
Okay.
dislodge it.
But wait, you know how Urban Dictionary has like the conversations below it? Listen to the
God.
Lee, I really hate it when you hear guys bragging that they went balls deep with some girl. I just don't have anything in common with guys like that. Mike, me either. Balls deep is for pussies. Real men go balls in. Lee, what? Mike, yeah, man. The ladies love a good bean bugging. Lee, I think we should stop spending time together. And just change bean bugging to squirreling, and we're good.
I'm pretty sure you could probably go down to the bottom of that page and, change it.
No,
It's like
that's-
So
Wikipedia.
I was like, see, I wasn't thinking about putting both in one hole because
Dude,
I
it's
know.
because you're older, so your nuts are like
Down
down,
to-
lower.
When
That's
you-
why.
But
You're
I-
Well, maybe
When you
maybe my
squat
wife
a
is
little
so
bit,
tight,
your balls
and I
just
can't
touch the
fucking
ground.
put
No,
all
I-
that in there.
I told Joe.
Okay.
This is a whole lot of fucking equipment to be fitting in a fucking broad's puss.
So
Yeah, you got to use the tweezers and
So I told
Microscope.
I
Yeah.
told Joe, I'm like, dude, in order to do that, you would literally have to have like M&M sized nuts. Like, I would not be able to do that. I don't know what kind of girls you're looking at, but
Yeah.
that shit's probably like Stargate Atlantis, and it's just like flopping around.
And,
like,
I'm pretty sure if you fuck a chick that's like that, it's not even count as a point on your record. You're just pretty much fucking air.
Yeah, but
That's not even a half a point or just a point. Or,
But no, let's talk about realistic logistics of this,
squirreling.
right?
Squirreling
Like,
is our new topic.
if you slide it in her ass,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
you could probably get your nuts in her puss.
How
Yeah.
low
Right?
do your nuts hang? That they'd be able to stay in that whole time. And
I mean,
are
let's
you
say that's-
upside
it's-
down?
no,
or
but-
is she upside down?
Or
Like, how-
it's
how's
maybe a
this
slap and it goes right in. There you
Yeah,
go.
but it's like I mean, well,
It's
I
not
guess
a hockey puck.
see, yeah, but I guess the problem would be like, all right, if you're not aroused, your fucking balls are hanging,
But let's
right? But if you are, they're coming up, right? Because they got to get ready to fucking shoot that fucking dick snot
I
in there.
think me and Carlo
So-
had the same.
dick snot.
What?
Me and him made the same
Dick
face
snot.
when
It's
when Tom
it's legit.
was explaining this, and he was like saying you put your balls in and you kind of just shove it in or whatever with slight
Shunt.
discomfort. I was like,
Shunt.
You shunted in. Sorry, shunt.
Such a funny word.
I'm pretty sure if I tried to do that, I'm gonna lose the fucking boner I got.
No, you know what you're gonna lose? The time you were about to have in sex.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
she's gonna be like, "What the fuck do you think you're doing, motherfucker?"
Well, but it's almost like the dolphin, right? You can't. Yeah, you can't like let them know that the dolphin's coming. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. You got to do surprise shit, right?
Well, when the
Hey,
wife
you're like,
says they want
you
to
got
be
it
more
in her,
spontaneous,
you're rubbing her back a little bit. You're like, yeah, baby, I
Hold
fucking
up.
love you. The whole time, your right hand is getting ready to shunt the fucking balls up in that puss. Like, it has to be a covert op. You can't just like telegraph
When
it.
the woman says she wants to be more spontaneous, that's what she means.
Exactly, she wants
And
that
if she gets if she gets angry about it, just be like, "You said to be more spontaneous." You
that
didn't
just
want
reminded me. I was scrolling through Facebook the other day.
it. What kind of shit you looking on Facebook where you see this?
No,
shit?
hold up, bro. Hold
Your
up. Just
Facebook
listen.
feed is fucked up.
Yeah, I guess
Or
so.
real good for you.
Somebody shared this thing about this black lady, and she's teaching people how to suck dick.
Oh,
the
the grapefruit method. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys fucking already saw
Yeah.
this shit.
Yeah, like a long time ago.
That's fucking hilarious, dude.
And the noises that she makes.
Dude, that would be a turnoff immediately. I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Like the thing that threw me off, I watched the whole thing, dude, because I was like, what the fuck? She's like, the thing about it is your man might not be willing to like let you, so what you gotta do is you gotta blindfold him. You gotta surprise
Well,
him.
if you think about it, yeah.
What if you get that grapefruit in your dick hole?
Well, it's just grapefruit. I believe
It's
she
citrus.
says.
It's acidic, yeah.
That
Okay.
would burn like a bitch.
But I don't think it could get into your dick hole per se, unless she's really
well,
sloppy
what
about
she's
it.
trying to do is
That broad was sloppy as fuck.
Well,
Yeah,
she never
she
let
was-
go of the head in her mouth with the damn grapefruit, so the grapefruit didn't touch
Hey
the
man,
tip.
she looked like a sex expert. Just saying.
Well, she probably is one. Let's be honest.
I mean, I probably let her do it because I mean, she was going to town. I'm just
yeah, she
saying,
really
like,
was. She was taking that thing in easily, and not, she probably could take the dick in and the balls. And I think that's a winner right there.
Yeah, that would be like having one of those fucking sand people from fucking Star Wars sucking your cock.
Just go down.
Get the fuck out of here.
Just go downstairs
What
and
the hell is
grab your
wrong with
vacuum. I mean, like at that
Yeah.
point, like
Like-
get the Hoover.
Maybe if I had a fucking pair of Beats by Dre on, I don't know.
That actually reminded me of another one. It was like cringeworthy things or whatever. Like, and it was like an article, and it was a bunch of people telling stories about like the worst thing that's happened to them while like having sex or something. And I was reading one, and he said that this dude was getting a blowjob at some concert, and she's like, oh dude, he was like, oh, this feels great, and all of a sudden he looked down, and her face was like full of blood, and I guess that somehow she had like broken his
nosebleeds?
dick or something like that, and he was bleeding.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, it was fucking
So-
off. When I read it, I was like, oh, he's like, I didn't really understand it until I saw, and then the pain hit me. And he's like, you broke my dick.
So
Jesus Christ.
this is one of the ones that I read to him last night when I looked it up. It's called the Kentucky Tractor Pull. Okay, so I'm like Joe, you gotta listen to this fucking shit. Like it's fucked up. And he's like, okay, so I'm like, the Kentucky Tractor Pull, the act of a male on male or male on female performing anal sex. During sex, the receiver clenches their butt cheeks tightly and runs away with the penis still in their buttocks. The phrase down below. Last night, my boyfriend scared me during sex by putting it in my ass, so I ran away. Little did I know I accidentally gave him a Kentucky Tractor Pull. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with people?
That's hilarious.
Like, dude, it was... And the worst part is I had to work yesterday, so I was up at like 5:30.
Yeah.
And it was 3:30 in the morning, so I was starting to get like slap happy. So we're just reading these, and I'm like crying downstairs from laughing so hard, and I'm telling him about the Angry Pirate.
Yeah.
Do you know what the Angry Pirate is?
Is it like the Angry Dragon?
Probably, but the Angry Pirate is where you come in her eye and then kick her in the shin. So this way she has one eye closed and she hops around on one leg.
Oh, yeah, no, I've never heard of that one.
And of course she's going to be pretty fucking mad.
What's
so.
what's the angry dragon?
The Angry Dragon is when you come in their mouth, and then before they get a chance to swallow, you chop them in the throat so it comes out of their nose.
Oh god.
Chop
This,
him in the throat.
this just went down a dark rabbit hole.
So yeah, listen. So if you have a question about like what is the podcast about, fuckery. That's it.
Fuckery.
One line. Fuckery.
That's good. That reminds me of still when we were like in middle school or high school, we would talk about all these like.
Who were you giving Angry Pirates to in
No.
middle school?
We would be talking about these
Yeah, we
things.
would.
And I remember the Spider-Man was the one where you would come in her back and then wrap the sheets really tight on her back and then like pull them up so that like everything would like stick.
Dude, no,
come up.
I read this other one and it was called the Unicorn. And it's not even like a sex position. It's literally like masturbating. So the Unicorn is where you beat off and right as you're about to come, you come on like the front of their hair, like the girl's hair while she's sleeping, and then you grab it. It literally says that her hair has to be like 8 inches long. or longer, and then you grab it and you shape it in the form of a horse. And then once it dries, she's gonna wake up and then she's gonna be a unicorn. It's literally the whole thing.
Have you heard of the Ugarilla?
The what?
The Ugarilla.
No.
So basically, here's what you do, and this is how I kind of fell in love with my wife. It's not that. So she was the one that told me about this,
Oh
right?
my god.
Let me guess, wanted to try it?
Yeah, well, no, because she's got a fucked up sense of humor like I do. But so she's like, here's what you do. So it's like a guy shaves off his pubes, and then you put him in like your nightstand, right?
The pubes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you shave them up, you
Just
put them
wait.
in your nightstand. And then you're
have
fucking this
heard
girl
this.
or whatever. And then you pull out, you come on her face, reach on the nightstand, you throw the pubes on her face and go, ooh, gorilla.
I think still my favorite is the Houdini. And that's just because
What's the Houdini?
It's where you're banging them doggy style, and right before you're about to go, you pull out and dribble a little bit of spit on their back, so they think that you busted on their back. And when they turn around, you blow in their face, and then you go ta-da.
You know,
It's like the candy cane.
what the? Okay.
Here we go.
We're
Go
going
on.
to be going on back and
The
forth.
candy cane.
That's what
Okay.
this
Never heard of
episode
this
is
one?
about.
No.
You come on her face, then you punch her in the nose, and when it starts bleeding, you just mix it all up together. Swirly. Candy cane.
That's kind of like the strawberry shortcake. The strawberry
Same
shortcake's
thing,
the
yeah.
same thing, except you don't swirl it around because that would be gross.
No, you gotta swirl around. Make it.
I mean, I don't know about you, but sometimes, like, when it gets on my hand, I'm kind of like, ew.
And we're all just ignoring, like, oh, you punched a chick in the nose.
I was trying to remember.
Domestic
just-
violence,
yeah.
kids.
Maybe you could just give her a bloody nose, like, you know, I don't know. Stick your dick in her nose, give her a fucking bloody nose, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that you'd fuck her sinuses up. Well, at least I would.
You're hung like a hamster, let's be honest.
That's why I'd fuck her sinuses up.
I'm
Because
cool
it's
with being
small
a,
enough to
like
fit
a
me.
hamster. The motherfucker's running, that thing is dragging on the ground, just like me.
I thought that was a leprechaun.
Have you heard of the Dirty Sanchez?
Yeah.
Oh,
Cleveland
okay.
Steamer.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
What a fucked up thing.
Yeah.
What a fucked up... And here's the thing, it's like, back when like we were doing all these jokes, like back in like middle school and high school, never in my life did I ever think that I'd be fucking living in Cleveland. Like,
So Joe told me about one. Oh no, I was reading one. It's called I think it's like the Alabama Slammer or Meat Pie or something.
Oh my.
And
Okay.
it's literally where you take a shit in their vagina and then you fuck them while there's still shit there.
How do you shit in their vagina though? See, that's the thing.
Or
Well,
you shit and you shove it in.
after the hamburger incident, I fully
What?
believe that Joe watches some weird fucking porn.
What's the hamburger
Remember the
incident?
hamburger thing where he was talking about like he was watching some porno and it was like
Oh, and the dude was fucking a hamburger in the
Oh,
bathroom
that's
stall.
right. Yeah.
like, what kind of
Or the fart porn.
Oh my god.
on the
God.
fart hammer?
No,
No.
he's like, dude, there's this video of Harley Quinn just farting in the camera. Like the whole time I'm like, why are you watching that? Like,
And then he's like, oh, because I listened to it on a podcast and I just wanted to see what it was.
I can't even lie. After he told me about it, I looked it up just
Yeah,
because I wanted to see what it was. But
Joe beats his dick to some weird shit, and I don't mind it.
but
Give us good stories.
You know what's funny is I completely stole this away from him because he was like, "Yeah, I think I'm going to talk about Squirreling on the next podcast."
Ah.
So you know what?
Oh, dude, you're fucked up.
So you know
That's a
you
long
know what's
one.
funny is he's gonna
Listen.
gonna
He's
look-
gonna curse you out.
he's gonna look at the name because you're gonna name it Squirreling, right?
Yeah, I am.
So he's gonna look at the name and be like, "What the fuck?"
And he's gonna be the one editing these episodes now. So
Joe, I fucking love you, man. You have no idea how hard you made me laugh.
Dude.
When we were playing Xbox, I was almost crying. I had to stop
What
playing.
game were you playing?
I was playing Fable.
All right, never mind.
yeah, what? No, oh, he wants everybody to get fuck, what's it called?
The Ghost Recon Wildlands. I'm not even.
No,
I just want to
don't
get you.
get it.
I already did. I like it, but I
do you
wanted
like
you
it?
guys to get a game that I play
What's this?
so that I could fucking.
I've been
Xbox.
thinking about getting UFC. Do you have UFC?
Oh my god, yes I do. UFC 2.
I've been thinking about buying.
We'll beat the
Me
shit out of
too.
each other and just talk shit.
I've been thinking about
do
buying
that.
it as well.
Well, UFC's only 2 people, so fuck off. I don't know
Yeah.
what to tell you.
Well, it's
Get out of
fine.
here with
We
your
could do
2-inch dick, all right?
Do like a party chat and just
Yeah,
uh
and just beat each other
Yeah.
out. Not beat each other off.
Yeah,
I know
no,
what you're
we
thinking, motherfucker.
we could like swap dudes. You know?
yeah. That's gay as fuck. I like this. I like the direction that you're heading right now. I'm all about this.
we could just swap out on each other. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll,
that's fine.
I'll
Spit in his mouth,
beat
yeah.
you,
So
and
wait.
then you beat him, and then he'll beat me. So
I don't think that's
it'll
gonna
work.
happen.
Right.
You need to get an Xbox.
Yeah.
What do I have the money for, dude?
I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
I'm just
I
saying.
don't have the money.
Sell your sperm.
Dude.
Shit.
So your
Blood.
plasma, bro.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about doing the plasma thing because
Yeah.
I heard that you make a lot of money off that
At
shit.
the beginning, you do.
That's okay. I'll do it the first time and then I'll be like, that's
Yeah,
it, bitch.
it's like a $200 first paycheck for selling your plasma.
Dude, I'm
for the
gonna go
first
do it
time.
tomorrow.
That's weird.
You gotta go. I know there's a shady place in Cleveland that does.
No,
it.
there's one right here.
Yeah, there's one in Parma Heights.
Yeah, why would you want to go to a shady place?
I
when it-
didn't know there was one in Cleveland.
You
When
got
people
AIDS.
here,
Da, 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 da.
When
Only
people
one I
stick
knew.
needles in you, you don't want anybody shady. Hey, Mr. Johnson, you're not wearing any gloves. Yeah, anyways, he pulls out a needle from his pocket.
Yeah.
Like, please don't touch me with that. I don't know,
wiped-
bro. You signed something right
He
now.
licks it clean.
He he wipes the blood off the end
Yeah.
of it. He's like, don't worry about it, it's fine.
Yeah.
He didn't have AIDS. It's okay. No, do you know where Save a Lot is?
Yeah.
Where I used to work? It took the place of where that Family Dollar was.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that until like
It's right fucking
I
there,
drove
dude.
by it the other day. I'm like,
we
what
were,
is-
yeah, we were driving together for something.
Were you with us?
Yeah, because we were talking about something. What the fuck were we? Where were we going? Because you and I were talking about selling plasma, and Ashley was with us, and she was like telling you, she's like, "Oh, my friend did it, and like money wise, it's cool at the beginning.
I don't fucking remember.
Ah, it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
It doesn't fucking matter."
I
Hey,
don't.
you know, we were talking about hypotheticals. About talking about hypotheticals,
Like what?
like if.
I mean, hypotheticals is kind of like a really big word to
Yeah,
just
when
throw out
you
there.
said that, I was like, that's a really broad
Think
topic.
of some hypotheticals. So, all right, if you were to double your money, but be shrunken
Oh, the downsizing.
to like a miniature person,
No,
would you do it? But you would double your money.
I wouldn't
you
be
would live the
doubling that
same-
much. Like,
Yeah,
No,
dude,
you
they
would.
said
You're
like
talking
50.
about selling your house. Like everything's gone.
No, they
And-
said in their he said in their savings you have $53,000 in your savings, and when you get shrunken down, you're getting at
like
Would-
$12.2 million.
Yeah,
something
$12.2
like that.
million.
would I actually have 50,000 in my savings? Because right now
Well,
I'd
it-
have like a
it
total
would
of
be with-
$20,000. Like,
It would be with like selling your house and
Yeah, you're-
and selling on your shit because
You're selling
everything's-
everything. Yeah,
you're selling everything.
So all right. So let's just say if they shrunk you down by,
It looked like they were like a Barbie
Si-
doll, pretty much.
yeah, let's just say they shrunk you down by 88%. So they were
Let's
times
say the
whatever
size of-
you had
It looked.
times 89%.
nope, I wouldn't do it.
Let's
I
just
don't know,
say,
man.
let's just say for
I wouldn't do it
500
right off
mil.
the bat. I'd
Just
let
do
it go
500
for
mil.
maybe a year or two, and then I'd consider it.
For 500 mil?
yeah,
Yeah, I'd do it for 500 mil.
okay.
But
I'm just saying. Let's just. I mean, because
like, if you're talking about doubling my money right now, fuck no, I'm not doing that because I wouldn't be doubling
yeah,
anything.
not
I'd
right
be, I'd
now,
have like
obviously, but if you
$20,000.
had it,
Yeah.
if you had $50,000 in the
So, wait,
bank
but
and
if
it
you-
estimated out to $12 million,
So
I think I might consider it.
If $50 million, if
Plus, if
50,
you're-
okay, if you have let's say $20,000 altogether, with all your shit and everything, $20,000. If 50 is $12 million, that's only like let's say like a little less than half. So you would
So
have
that's like six.
let's say $3 million.
Yeah, but would inflation be pretty bad? Because
No, you're a little person.
But
You
so
like the
they
size
had
of it like a
they-
toy.
your
They had a-
deflation.
They had like a full bottle of absolute vodka just
saying.
sitting, laying there, and they have little bottles.
You
that
can have
could,
Kraken rum all year long.
that one bottle.
I could do that now.
That one bottle could supply you for probably like 5+ years.
One bottle could supply you for a long
Okay.
time.
So
I don't know.
With
500
that-
million, yes.
right? Let me ask you a question. What the fuck do you do when an ant comes by?
Fuck it up. I'd shoot it. I'd make sure that they shrunk my gun too.
Well,
Well, yeah,
do
no,
you
they
think
have
that miniature gun
9
is
mil, baby.
going to
9 mil.
it? Yeah. Do you think that it is going to take care of an elephant right now an elephant-sized ant
You shoot it more than once.
with pinchers.
Well, no, you have to think about
Have
it
you
this
ever
way.
seen one
Yeah,
ant?
ants
Or
are
are
pretty
there
ter-
always
Ants are pretty terrifying.
100
up
or
front.
1,000
What
ants?
about a cat?
I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just going even small scale. And ants.
Well, you
a
just- no.
spider.
I think when you get shrunken down, you get shrunken down to the size of, like, let's say...
I'm pretty sure it looked like pretty much the size of this can.
Maybe, let's say even, like, this less than the size of the hand, like the can. Let's say half
Like a
of the
12-ounce can.
So an ant was still going to be smaller than you. You could fight it off. It's
Okay.
it's not a Honey I Shrunk the Kid situation.
I'd
Yeah,
still
that
shoot
is
it.
true.
I would still shoot it.
From what
You know
that
what I'm
trailer
saying?
put out, it was about the size of probably a Pepsi can, a regular 12-ounce Pepsi can.
I'd still shoot it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
I mean, I'd probably do it.
What about 500
Like I
million?
said, but I wait a while,
Yeah.
so everything can get, all the bugs can get fixed, and, you know, and all that jazz.
500
Yeah.
million.
500 million? No.
What?
No.
Oh,
Would
see,
you
I'd
not?
do it for
Okay,
500 million.
is there a price that you would do it, or is there nothing?
No. So,
So no price, like not even nothing, no price tag.
no, to go down to 6 inches, basically,
Uh-huh.
right? That's what you're shrinking down to,
Yeah.
6 inches?
Yeah.
Okay. Are they shrinking medical supplies down? Do they have all the science
That's-
figured out as far as...
Like I said, that's
if you
why
if you get your fucking leg cut off, do they have a tourniquet that's going to go around you?
They
or am I
probably
using
do.
fucking Barbie's tourniquets?
they
So wait, no.
probably do.
That would mean that your dick would be like...
It would be the same
It
size
would
as
like
legitimately
fucking-
be
yeah.
a hamster dick
It
then.
would be really small.
You'd
No,
be
like,
about
no,
the size
it-
of a hamster,
it
and
would-
you could satisfy a hamster with
Then
it.
Yeah.
you can dip your balls in a bitch's
Dude,
vagina.
think about how cool it
You
would
could
be
dip
though.
yourself in a bitch's
Yeah.
Hold on. Think about how cool it would be though if you had a pet hamster and then
You could
you got
ride it?
shrunk down and you
Yeah.
could ride it like a horse.
Yeah. Those things are dumb.
That
Yeah.
or it would eat you.
Oh,
Hey,
it wouldn't eat me. I'd shoot it.
but this is basically the same premise as Adam,
Essentially, yes.
right?
Adam? What's Adam?
Yeah.
The
Adam,
superhero.
the superhero.
Ant-Man.
Oh,
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man,
Sam-
Adam.
Fuck yeah.
Adam. Okay. you
Adam's
said
cooler,
Atom.
let's be
Okay,
honest.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, who's Adam?
I was saying like
I'm sorry.
Adam.
Do you say like when you
no,
regularly say it,
no.
you say like
No,
Atom?
I know what you meant. It's
Yeah.
just the fact that like I wasn't quite.
You were
I
thinking of
wasn't
Adam,
registered. Yeah,
like,
like
a guy, like who
like-
the fuck that guy Adam?
yeah, like Adam and Eve, or like
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is
Wait,
he
you
talking
know a
about?
guy
Adam
who had
Carolla.
already been shrunk down? What?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'll wait a couple years to let them fix all the bugs and get all the supplies that,
Nope.
if per se need be, get shrunken down.
Yeah, I mean,
I am not getting shrunken down until everybody is getting shrunken down.
Angelo, you don't have to get shrunk down. You're already shrunken up.
Exactly.
I
know
said,
what it's like to be small.
You know what you could do too.
If I was-
Instead of doing that, if everybody else gets shrunken down besides your family, all you gotta do is go. All right, I'm not gonna shrink down because I don't need to.
All right, let's say this. Let's say in the next some odd years, you're struggling to get by and you only got, per se, $50,000 in the bank account. Per se.
I'm not struggling to get by then. I got a lot less than that, and I'm doing just fine.
Okay, let's say you're really struggling, and it could, per se, after you get shrunken down, the money wise, you could be sitting pretty comfortable for the rest of your life. Would you consider it then? Would you consider it at least?
I am going to tell you what my buddy Biggie told me. More money, more problems.
More
Nope.
money, more problems.
Because you know what? No.
more money
I am
can
not
solve a
get-
lot of problems.
Yeah, and that's fine. I am not getting shrunken down until everybody is shrunken down.
You know,
And
Because
why?
you know what? What's going to happen? There's going to be motherfuckers that don't get shrunken down, and how the fuck are you going to stop them?
Have you ever seen, what was that one movie where they took
but think about how much more money you would
Gulliver-
have. if-
Gulliver's Travels?
So
or whatever?
Gulliver's Travels.
So if everybody got shrunken down, then that ecosystem would pretty much become our ecosystem, and it would have poor, middle class, rich. So then,
Not
if you
essentially,
don't
it'd
get
just be
shrunken
rich.
down, guess what? You don't have to worry about it.
That's
Well,
what I just said. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, if I get shrunken down right away, and then this thing goes sideways, I have nothing to do. I am permanently shrunken down. I am dead. Right?
What if you're at the end of your life?
the fuck do I need to get shrunken down for? I'm about to die anyway. I want to die as a fucking regular person.
But technically, you still would be a regular person.
Now, what if I got shrunken down and I could live another 50 years? That would be interesting.
Yeah,
Why
that
would-
would be
See,
interesting.
money, fuck that.
He doesn't
Ah,
want to have a 1/16
more
inch
time.
dink.
More time would be.
I wouldn't want more time.
Oh,
I would.
God.
So long as I'm not like a cripple and I can still train jujitsu, I'm fine.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about money. I give a fuck about time.
Yeah. Oh, or okay. So I have an okay. So I was listening to a podcast this.
What if you could have all the anal in the world that you wanted?
Giving or receiving?
Giving.
Oh yeah, I done.
I like how
Giving or receiving.
I like how he had to ask you. He's like, I don't trust this motherfucker at all. But okay, so
You gotta read the fine print.
right. And the reason I thought about hypotheticals is because these people were talking about them, and I was like, this is a pretty good topic. So this guy was talking to these people in this podcast, and then they were like, if a couple came up to you and said, male and female couple came up to you and said, hey,
Swingers.
you want to bang? Not swingers. They were like, we want to bring you into this group here. You want to
hot?
bang? Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would do it.
I don't care.
Okay.
As
So
long
that
as
means both guy and girl.
That's guy and girl at the same time.
Wait, do I have to bang the dude? Because if I have to bang the dude,
You don't
then
have
no.
to bang the dude. But okay, so that's okay. So we established yes, you would do it. That's fine.
You said yes.
But then what if the guy starts grabbing at you?
No.
See, but that's the thing. I was
I'd
like,
shoot him.
what the fuck, man? Because like, if you're like going to town on this chick, and this dude starts like touching you, like I'd be like, ah, dude, this is weird. But I'm like fucking her.
All right, I got
Here's the thing. In that situation, you have to establish ground rules.
Yeah, you do.
It is
that,
at
yeah.
all times north-south or east-west. There's no southeast. There's no northwest. Like we are at opposite poles at all time, bro. And I've actually had an experience with that.
I've always wanted to do an Eiffel Tower, though. That's all I
Are you
want
talking
to
about a
do.
devil's threesome?
I have had a Eiffel Tower.
Oh! Eiffel Tower over the table right now. I don't even...
I'll give you one. I'll give you one.
Alright.
I'm short. I can't reach both. Look. Thank you. You're welcome. So when this wasn't me. I have had that situation, but when I was in the Navy,
Oh,
two of my buddies.
So it was 3 dudes.
They had this like little barracks hoe, and she was fucking, just trying to get as much dick as she possibly could. So two of my buddies, decided to go fuck her. So the next day, I see my buddy Wilson, and I'm like, "Hey, dude, what's up?" He's like, Yeah, he has this like fucking dejected look, and I'm like, "Bro, what happened with the fucking redhead?"
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, it happened. I was like, bro, fucking tell me. Like, what do you mean it happened? Fucking tell me about it, cocksucker. He's like, yeah, no, it didn't go good. I'm like, oh shit, what happened? So apparently, he's banging this bitch's fucking mouth. My other buddy's banging her puss. Old dude comes out, fucking shoots one on her fucking stomach. They do the fucking switcheroo. He puts it in, puts his hand right in the door. He goes, I couldn't do it anymore. I got up, I fucking just washed my hand, and I fucking left. So there's different things that you got to think about with that. But I mean, I don't know. If a couple was to approach me, they're like, hey, yeah. I'm like,
What if they offered money?
She said, no, you ain't got to.
You don't got it.
No. Like,
No.
I'm like, all right,
Let's not switch it though. Just one hypothetical.
This is awesome. Let's fucking, let's roll, right?
But
Luckily,
establish
I
the
train
ground
jujitsu, so if you start touching me, I'm gonna armbar you, and even though you might not mind it, my balls are gonna be in your face. I'm gonna fucking break your arm. Like, you know what I mean? You fucking Darce choke this bitch to sleep, and you just keep fucking his wife.
At the ending of that conversation of that other podcast was, if something happens, I'm not the kind of person I don't like putting myself in weird situations like that, so I'd probably just let it happen. But at the end of the day, I'm coming out of that room straight as an arrow.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I would have no problem with a devil's threesome. It doesn't
What is
bother
a
me.
devil's threesome?
2 guys, 1 girl.
That's a devil's threesome?
Yeah.
I thought it was called a wobbly H.
I thought that it was called Honda.
Yeah. So, all right. Here's an interesting hypothetical.
Okay.
You walk in your house, go to fucking get changed, and you walk in on your wife fucking another guy.
I'd shoot him.
What do you do?
I just said that.
Dude,
No.
I'd probably fight the guy, and then I would
Beat Ashley.
Not, I wouldn't beat her. I would probably leave her. I can't deal with
Dude,
that.
fuck that. If I saw her banging somebody else, I'd just walk
Yeah,
out.
no, dude, I just put my pants on and be like, woo, let's get to the party. No, dude, I'd leave her.
I think, honestly, I think I would just walk out, because at that point, who gives a fuck? She obviously doesn't want to be there. Fuck you. I'm gonna leave.
I walk in on that. I'd be like, okay. Take a baseball bat, all the TVs, go to all the jars in the house, tighten them up because you can't open them after the guy leaves. And I'd leave too.
That is fucking funny. That is fucking funny.
Bitch, you wanted
tighten
some...
up all the jars.
You wanted some pickles? Fuck you. Not having any pickles. No, I don't know, dude. I feel like it wouldn't be worth it, because at that point she doesn't care anymore.
I'd be pissed, don't get me wrong. I'd probably take a brick to the back of the guy's head and a brick to the girl's face so she can't fuck anybody else because she'd be too disformed.
What the fuck?
That got dark.
Well, I mean, it's a hypothetical.
It's hypothetical, all right?
So, okay, so this that actually reminded me, we were just listening to the Drinking Bros podcast, and they were talking about evil shit to do to your exes. So it led me to think about that, and then they talked about calling and buying one of those, like, what are they called?
The construction dumpsters.
Construction dumpsters. And buying one, changing the name, and putting a phone number to your number.
To like a track phone. To the track phone that you bought. And then when they call the number, you pick up and you're just like, oh, no, I'm sorry, you signed a 90-month lease. I don't know what to tell you. It has to stay there. We can't come pick it up. And then go and get another one and change the number on that one and call them and be like, yeah, we heard that you were having a problem with Easy Dumpster, so we brought you one over. Don't worry, it's another 90-month lease, and just leave it in their driveway. Dude, I don't know, man. And then he was talking about one of his buddies or whatever. He actually put his picture up on one of those electric billboards.
Yeah.
Because him and his girlfriend just broke up. He put his picture up on one of those billboards, and he's like, hey, do you want to sleep with this hot piece of ass? He paid for it to be on a billboard, and I'm like, oh my God, if I had that kind of money, do you have any idea what kind of stupid shit
that I would do all the time?
I love the Drinking Bros.
Yeah. It's great. It's literally one of my favorite podcasts.
They're hilarious.
Shout out to Drinking Bros.
Yeah.
Dude, they fucking... I roar every time I fucking listen to them. I'm fucking, like, cracking up. It's bad.
You know what I didn't realize? Have you seen the movie The New Guy?
Yeah. A long time ago.
Did you know that Ross Patterson is in that?
Oh, no, I didn't.
He's the guy with the leather jacket. He's the douchebag.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. I was like... I looked up Ross Patterson the one day. I'm like, that motherfucker was a new guy. I'm like, what?
Have you seen Rage 15 yet?
No, I want to see it.
Oh my God, dude, it's on Amazon. You can get it like for like $15.
Like the actual DVD.
The movie. Yeah, it is fucking hilarious.
It looks funny. It's
What is
like
it?
so it's all the guys from the Drinking Bros podcast. And they made this movie called Range 15, and it's like a stupid zombie movie.
Yeah, zombie apocalypse movie.
And it looks hilarious. I was watching trailers for it. I wanted to buy it, and I was trying to find it, and it said that it was on iTunes, but I can't fucking find it on there.
If you have like a smart TV or a Roku or whatever, just go to Amazon. It's like $15. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Or just order it off Amazon. You can probably get the DVD for even cheaper.
I think that that's probably what I'll do.
But it's, I mean,
Is
by
it worth
far,
it?
It is one of the funniest fucking movies I have ever seen. And I mean, I think part of it because there's so much fucking military humor.
Yeah.
That I was just fucking losing it.
When I listen to them on the podcast and they start talking all their military stuff, I find it funny as shit. Just because like they're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like they're nuts, and it's great. I love it.
That is how we do.
So one of the other things, after hearing about Range 15, I really wanted to watch some of his other movies because he has like Teddy Roosevelt something, or Roosevelt FDR Badass or some shit, and then Helen Keller versus Night Wolves.
Yeah.
And like I really just I want to watch these movies because they sound ridiculous, but Like, the guys are so funny. If you haven't listened to that podcast, you need to listen.
I don't listen to podcasts.
Dude, you need to listen to Drinking Bros. They're funny as shit.
They
wait. Darian first has to listen to our podcast before he listens to anybody else's podcast.
they have a
That's Nick, too.
Yeah,
range-
no, I'm not calling you out. I'm calling you, Nick, Joe, who doesn't listen, Angelo, who doesn't listen to it.
I do listen to it. I just don't listen to it as much as I used to because I don't drive to work anymore. So I used to get all my podcasting in on my drive to work. I used to have like an hour drive there and back. So I'd listen to podcasts
Yeah, I don't have time.
And
to
now
listen.
it's not that I can't. It's just I have to choose between watching my TV shows or listening to podcasts. Because I can't exactly listen to this podcast
Watching your soap
while
operas.
my daughters are running around.
No, you're good. I'm
You know what I
fucking
mean?
around.
So-
I'm only messing with you guys. God damn.
But I want
Don't
to
worry.
listen
When
to
you
the
have
podcast.
kids, I will be giving you the same shit
Oh
back.
God, I can't wait.
I can't wait
God,
either.
I can't
Well, I'm
wait.
not having
It's going to be
kids.
hilarious. I look
you're-
forward to that
you're
day.
Gonna, you're gonna be that poor fucker.
Oh,
You're gonna be the poor fucker. I'm never having kids, and you're gonna fucking pull an oopsie one day,
yeah.
and she's gonna get pregnant, and I am gonna die. It's always the
They'll-
guy that's like, I'm never having kids.
I don't
It's going to be a
That is
glorious day. I'm
completely-
going to mark it
yeah.
on the calendar
I don't
when that
pull
when that
oopsies.
happens.
Yeah.
better
These
fucking
two.
mark my
Oh,
kid's
just
birthday
wait.
on the calendar. You dick.
No, I'm going to mark it down when he says I'm having a kid, so it can be just a universal
I'm
holiday.
going to tell you the day that she goes to the hospital. So this is when you remember the birthday. Fucking.
Well, I told you the day that Nicole went to the hospital, and then the following day was when it actually happened. I thought it was going to happen that day at like fucking noon.
And I think with that, I do want to. I don't want to end the podcast, of course, but I'm going to say goodbye to everyone, and we'll record another one, and then I'll say hello again. But thank you for joining the Designated Drinkers podcast. Please don't forget to find us on Facebook at the Designated Drinkers, on Twitter at the Designated D, and on Podbean at the designateddrinkers.podbean.com.
You should
We are
write this down and
designated.
put-
We are the Designated Drinkers.
Keep on drinking.
Okay, bye now.